for peace de mevra to kala la bugi ba ma to ko ba da khap la ba ku fa ba kala ta sat thwe wa ba ke ha te ni de law ne wa ke ku wa da fa la sat thwe wa ba ke ti pha la te law ba le pa cha te ba se ti bi si ti pha wa se da wa si ke nya wa da to ma se ya i me wa da he la ha ko wa ne toเราประมาณก่อนนี่เวลาเราพูดเรื่องอย่างกับส่วนเขาพูดเรื่องแอคชั่นที่สันติเราไว้มาเราได้ออสเตรเลียก็สั่ง
Thank you very much for your welcome to me here today, and a special thank you to Gailmo for giving me this opportunity to be here.
สิบปีว่าอยู่อะไรที่ตั้งแต่อย่างนั้นแค่ปรับพูดอะไรโอ้ก็ว่าถึงเดี๋ยวสิบปีว่าเวลาเลยเดี๋ยวถ้าเชื่อต่อเลยเป็นตัวว่าเราฟิวเขาหรอก
Today, I come not so much to preach, but to share with you. I come to learn from you, and I come to witness to what God is doing amongst us. Gailmo has told you of some connections that I have with this church. My brother and sister-in-law are members here and have been for many years. I'm a Catholic, married to a Uniting Church minister. And I bring to you greetings from not just Catholic Church, Uniting Church, but the churches of the National Council of Churches in Australia.
Catholic Church, the Catholic United Church. Australia no be ya we tao phu a phu pa phu ko ta ta ke lo si ko.
Because as Gailmo explained, I'm from Act for Peace, which is part of the National Council of Churches in Australia.
Kami di tem ga do we he ta ma da ta ro lo Act for Peace when the me la ta ro lo ma da le tao phu a phu no ta ro ta ma we ro kha bu.
First of all, I'd like to tell you a little story. Some months ago, I went to a dinner. It was a friendship dinner for Catholics and Jewish people. And what I did there surprised people. There was lovely food. There were small finger dishes being handed around. There was a magnificent buffet main course with a lovely variety of meat, vegetables, delicious food. And there were drinks. There was soft drink, wine, tea, coffee, and there were beautiful desserts. But through it all, I had only water. No food, no other drink, only water.
No, ta o si ko we da no speed tea, no. Le we da ta o le soft drink. Tin pa. Ta o da lu ta nai no. Yi do no ni ma. Yo da the tea kan.
That may seem surprising, but it's because during that week, Refugee Week, the third week of June,
nuôi về để mẹ là hoặc nó đã bác có bác khe nuôi nào
I was doing what we call the Act for Peace Ration Challenge.
bữa mà đã cũng đã cái khá lớn gọi là act for peace đã ta đó còn nhỏ ta ra lấy ta ở đó.
During that week, I had committed to eat only rice, flour, split peas, salt, and fish with a little bit of vegetable oil for cooking.
Lên nuôi về bên này, giờ ta ra ta ở ta lên ta ở, còn nhà gió ra lên ta ở lên thì nó mềm, nó tê, nó nhà vô đi chơi vô để ít phát, nó là sâu đôi này.
And there were 1,600 other people around Australia who also committed themselves to eating only those foods for a week.
Nên đó gọi là, ô là cứ thôi là nuôi về bên này, ở đó bên đó, còn nhà này ta ra đó, ở bên đó ta ở bên này.
The reason we were doing that is because that is the diet of refugees in the camps on the Thai-Burma border.
Bằng những cái gì mà này không phải là mẹ ở đó ta ở lớn, còn bác có bác khe lớn, có cho thì có ở bên đó, mua về gì.
I don't need to talk to you today about conflict and suffering because I know that many of you have experienced it.
Ida do te di le ta ko da khe ta kwa se me ta bi bu le thi ba te le ne ba I le khop lo ba ni.
So the people who committed themselves to living on that diet for a week, and only 1 week, they were doing it out of solidarity with the refugees on the Thai-Burma border and refugees around the world.
Kami gọi là đi đâu đó có ta là ở đó ở đi mà này mi là đi đâu ba là lỡ có đó có ba khe bố lỡ có cho đây có cho này.
And before that week, I shared our plans with Gailmo.
Để cho nên nuôi về đi vào đó họ về tiếp ya ta ra cái ta chụp bao này.
And you can imagine what a wonderful surprise it was to Act for Peace that Gailmo and all of you, the community here, responded so beautifully to the story that I shared.
Nào có ta đó từ đi qua đó từ mà có lẽ về trận có ta là xin ba thứ là chúng ta tạo được ba ta rất phong.
At Act for Peace, we were very humbled and very surprised when you responded so generously.
Now Act for Peace cái đó này ta khứ đó, nào cái mưa cái mặt đó mà là chúng ta mà có làm lo này.
And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to come to share with you today.
Aku tak letak lagi di ni, aku tak yang tahu dah hati apa tak tu letak lagi memang.
At this time of the year, we are preparing for the wonderful celebration of Christmas.
Ini dolar ni web usia berdekat dalam pemalang usia kriuk ni.
When we look at the gospel stories of how people were being prepared for the birth of Jesus.
Ini dah bukan lagi ni sosial usia tahu kalau berdekat dalam saya sekali tahu pelik orang.
One thing we find in those stories is that God had a knack of surprising people.
Ini dah bertiba sekali ada buat boleh saya sekali saya masih ada lola, lepas kenyang pun.
In today's gospel reading from Luke chapter 1, we heard about how God surprised the priest Zechariah.
Nah, ini dah beda berpahala di sosial ini ke, pada dia berpahala apa ni? Bertiba le saya mata kemudian wah lidah tu kan, Zechariah.
God not only surprised Zechariah, but he surprised Mary.
Tapi kalau mak masih got, no Zechariah, mas masih got, no Maria.
And the shepherds who were out in the fields, they were surprised by the angels.
ဒီတော့ဘာကွာတော့ဘလို့ဘလောဘနာကြတော့မစီကော
All of these people, Zechariah, Mary, the shepherds, when they encountered God through an angel, they all reacted with fear and awe.
မတိတော့ဘာတိပဲအော်ဒီနောကတဲ့လေထဲလမကွာစမဲကမူဖို့ကလူယွာမူဖို့ကလူနဲ့အိုးတော့တာပြကြဖို့ဟောတာ
But they were told, do not be afraid.
ဘာစံတော့ဝဲတိတတ်တယ်အော်လေဘာပြရလေ
And isn't that the wonderful message, the good news that we get through all of the Bible? Do not be afraid.
ဒီတော့စီအော်လီဆိုစီဘူးတေဝါတော့တော့ရတော့ထောက်ဖို့နေဖလာဝရလည်းတမပြရလေနော်
The message that the angels gave to the shepherds was, God has come to bring peace to the earth.
နောက်ကတော့ဒီဝဲတိပန်ဒိုဒီမှာတာဆော့နေတတ်တယ်အော်လေဒီဆိုင်ရွာဟဲဆိုတာတာခုဆော့တာခုတော့ဖို့စုဟောဖို့
And we are following this example. We are joining with God's work of bringing peace.
ဒီလိုတော့စီအော်မှာဟိုကတော့ယူဝါလေဘဟဲဆိုတော့ဘခဆိုရတာခုတော့ဖို့အတာဆော့
We are helping to deliver people from fear.
ဘာဘာမဆောဘာတိဖာလေမထူတော့ပြောလေတာပြကြဖို့ဘူး
And today I've come to share with you a little bit about the Christmas Bowl appeal.
ဒါဒီညစကောရဲတဲ့ပြတိပါကတော့ခရိုပလက်ပမာရာခရိုပလက်အလောခေါ
The Christmas Bowl appeal is organised by the National Council of Churches, and it is the way that the Christian churches work together to bring peace, to deliver people from fear.
နောက်ကတော့ခရစ်စမတ်အလောခေါအတာခရီးတခွေကြပါနဲ့တောက်ဖို့တော့ဖွင့်တယ်နော်မိလေဘာကလောတာဖို့ဖွင့်တယ်နဲ့ဟိုတဲ့အိုရတော့အတာမာဝဲတဟိဝဲဘာမှမေဒါဒီတော့ဆိုတာကခရစ်ဆော့ဆူပါကွာဒီပါတော့ထူတော့ဝဲတဲ့တာပိတာဖို့ဘူးနော်
The Christmas Bowl story goes back to 1949.
တတ်ခိုင်းတယ်စာတော့တာလို့ထောက်ပြရ physically 49
Sorry. 1949, yes.
ထောက်ပြ physically
A Methodist minister by the name of Frank Bryant
အဝဲ method အသရတကတမီဒါ Frank Bryant
at the Christmas dinner table, as friends and family gathered around, he put an empty bowl on the table.
နောက်ကတော့ဖဲလာဝတ်ခေါ်တာလည်းဟာတာအော်ဆက်တော့လည်းခလို့နဲ့ဆက်တော့နေအပတ်လာတော့လောခေါအကလော
That empty bowl was to remind people that some people that day are going without food.
နောက်ကတော့လည်းလောခေါခလွန်မဲ့ဒီတဲ့တော့ဒီပါတော့ဝါဝဲလာတော့နော်လောခေါခွေလေတာအော်တော့လား
And he invited his family and friends to put some money into that bowl equal to what they felt had been spent on their meal.
အခုတော့เมื่อได้ที่พวกเขาติดมาแล้วอ๋อพวกเราเดินในเวลาสิแล้วเราเขาเอาไว้ในปูนี้คำนี้เราอันเลี้ยวไปเราเลิกไปเราถ้าเอาได้เอาเลยเอาเลยสอนคนที่มาส่ง
And because many churches were joining together to gather those funds, the money could be taken to any church and it would then find its way back to the National Council of Churches.
အခုတော့လက်ကြီးနေပြတယ်တာအခုခုကခုနေမာဘာကူဘာကမာဘာဒိုနေတာဝဲတော့လက်ကြီးနေဘာကြီးပါပါတော့လေတာအခုအခုနော် the national council ဝင်တော့တာတူလို့ဝဲတာဒီတော့တာမာတခါတော့
That money at that time was helping refugees in Eastern Europe.
ဖဲနေဆိုတော့လေကလို့စေတဲ့ပိုင်းဒါဆိုတာမဆိုရတော့ကောင်းမှုထော်လေ Europe ပါ
But now the funds that are raised through the Christmas Bowl help suffering and threatened communities in many countries.
ဒ Đó đi từ xe gọi ta qua đi xe gọi mà cái đó xe gọi ta qua đây thì mình thấy là ta lo ta lo trò đó là mà cứ mà qua xe đó ta qua đây kêu là ta bị đâm vào lại đôi rồi đó.
For example, Act for Peace, part of the National Council of Churches, has been a partner with the Border Consortium on the Thai-Burma border for over 30 years.
Đó đi từ xe gọi Act for Peace này là với là National Council phát là tôi đi mà có đó, aku là mà có đó là xe cái đó, nó Burma Border Consortium gọi là TBBC, BBC, là có chuyện này, đó mà có đó đi tới xí để ta xuất thuê mà sửa và bắt đầu làm
And we also have a partnership inside Burma with the Myanmar Council of Churches.
Đi từ xe gọi mà có cái đó.
Our response is to be alert, be watchful for the ways in which God is acting. Look for and be thankful for the ways that God is surprising us. And be prepared to join in and to witness to it. So that's why I'm here today to both share our humble thanks for your support and to share a little of what that support means when it is shared with other suffering communities. Part of my work is to go to many churches like this and sometimes to schools. So a couple of weeks ago I was at a college in Ballarat called Ballarat Clarendon College. As I go from church to church, I like to have a kind of prayer chain. So, could I ask you to pray for the staff and the students of Ballarat Clarendon College? And in 2 weeks' time, when I am at Camberwell Salvation Army, I will ask them to pray for your community. So, today I ask you to help us to bring peace where there is fear. Help us to support people of courage, such as the people that we saw in that video. Help us to bring hope to people who need that hope to carry on in desperate situations. And thank you to all of you, and my thanks to Gailmo for interpreting for me.
Thank you.